Hello. Ah, jeez. Let's do this again. It's never the end, it's never the end, it's never the end. Oh, I'm back here again. Oh my god, look at this up. Seriously, that's the most basic painting ever. I hate Mondays. Me too, May. Me too. Think interesting here? No. Huh. Ooh, that makes a funky noise.
All of his co-workers will... Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Screw me
Check the
if I
door
am.
5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such
Just
little
get an
effort.
auto-clicker at
A
this
measly
point.
5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants
Seriously,
recognition.
this was over 20 times.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Leave me alone, I'm playing Minecraft. No, I'm not. I'm not playing Minecraft.
Why you don't do
No,
I don't want
I'm
to.
still not feeling it.
Life.
I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
You just want me to leave the room. Oh, coffee. Who farted? Well, it ain't me. Meh. Basic painting. Oh, that's so blinding. Knocking on these doors are so fun. You would have thought. What's my mug?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps
what you
he
gonna
wanted
do
to
about
stop
it?
by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Seriously? God damn it. Do none of these doors open, or do I just not know how to open a door? Who locks every single goddamn room? Huh.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
What a room.
It had really been worth the detour after all,
Of course
just
it
to
is.
spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley
Yes.
simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Nope. Goodbye.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
What's this? What the heck?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
Who wants to go
he
back in
wanted
an
to wander
office?
about and get even further off track. So now, in
Exactly.
order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
That's some spooky shit right there.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Damn you.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
I don't know.
It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
What else can I do?
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right.
Seem a bit
Okay,
confused.
yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Seem a bit confused there.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
I'm good.
Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Excuse
and
me?
this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm?
What?
Okay, from the top.
What the? Did this bitch just restart me?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This guy. Huh. You know what? I want that cheap. This was a 417. I love how my narrator's just a
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
Huh?
Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
What did you do?
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
The heck would I be
Did you
able to
move
change?
the story somewhere, or...
How do I have
Hold
to
on.
move the story?
Why am I asking you? I'm the one
Exactly.
who wrote the story.
Dumbass.
Was right here just a minute ago.
Did you lose it?
I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
You lost the story.
Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
This is a bloody maze. Wait, why am I looking for this story? Oh, I suck in mazes. Wait, what am I... Where the heck did I go?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
Well, I didn't
Do we
lose
just-
it.
Do we need to restart the game again?
Say what now?
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again.
Exactly.
But it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Seriously? Oh, this dumbass.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That's most likely true. That is very accurate as to what could possibly happen. I love how just all the doors are just exactly opened where it wants me to...
Okay, yep, it's worse.
What did you do?
I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why
Huh?
don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
What did I miss? How could I miss your bloody story? Oh, there. I can finally open... I don't think that was there before. How do you...
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Oh no.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh boy. What did you do?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all.
This reminds me of
Is this the
Vending
story?
Machine.
I don't think so.
No, this is...
I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Thank you.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Oi.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Are you just restarting at your own convenience?
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Trust me, I can complicate it. It's funny how you can't see anything. Imagine how bright it must be for that to be the case. What happened to all the doors?
No, I'm done. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Whoops. Oh, there it is. It's just a straight line. Looks like carpet.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction.
And who
Onward,
created the
Stanley,
line?
to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
Anything's a story.
Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
Oh, jeez.
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct?
Yes, but simpler
Hang
English.
on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh, yes, God, yes. Oh, red lights.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully.
Oh no, is this a
You
test?
won't want to miss anything.
I'm screwed. Oh, my memory is complete garbage. Bring back the music. This is... Nope. Cue the music. It was fun.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story?
Stanley, what?
Is any of this ringing a bell?
What the heck does parable mean?
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you...
After
Oh,
you've
I can't
been
take this
through
anymore. To hell
all-
with it. Restart.
Man, this guy is restarting at every inconvenience.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
I like the
We're
music.
intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
Well, I'm not sure about
Something
you.
exciting, daring, mysterious.
Oh,
Ooh,
dear.
This all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
What direction? Oh boy. empty hallways. You can at least
Now,
invest in some pictures.
yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
It's a circle.
Go wild. Use your imagination.
Not walking in a
Whatever
circle.
it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I read fan fiction. I'm not sure you're ready.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
What? I like
no
the
lines
line.
or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
What? I like the line. The line's funky. I want to walk up walls.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision.
Oh, boy.
From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
Wow,
in fact,
thank you.
I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another
it's
victory for
50-50.
logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
It's freaking 50-50.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me?
Sorry.
Why do I get to decide?
I didn't get to
Why
decide
don't
either.
I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped?
Huh?
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
I don't think so.
Whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know?
I don't think so.
Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Probably gonna die.
So,
If it's anything like Loki.
okay.
Yeah.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now.
Probably.
We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
Hmm.
Well, in the meantime, if you...
I guessed it. The schedule doesn't lie, man. Schedule doesn't lie. Oh man, I feel bad for him. He doesn't
All of
want
his
to forget.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
I do actually want to
Click
use
the door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks.
It ain't 5
Now
clicks,
suppose
man.
you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Dude, seriously, I managed to finally find out where 417
I have to
is.
say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Seriously, at this point, my hand will just become its own auto-clicker, or it'll start aching. Whichever.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost.
Oh, you want me to jump
Why
out a
don't you
window?
go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Since I finally figured out where that door is. Yes. wonder who spilled the coffee.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437, 437. If I can find where the heck that door is. Let's take a wrong turn. 437.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415. It's over there. I remember. School.
Now, back to door number 437.
This guy's just sending me back and forth. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Where is the door? There it is. What's with the numbering?
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Frick, it's a copy machine.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
I think we are too. Wait a minute. There it is.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
41. What's with these numberings? Ugh. How do I climb onto... How do I
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
416. As you
We've
wish.
almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Let me just, go to the copy machine. Doo-doo-doo.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430!
Let's go!
Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing.
It did.
Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very
Yes.
proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks.
Well, still
Really
do.
now? What were you thinking?
Excuse you.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, there's no door over there. You know what? What happened to those? Whatever. Curious.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Jeez, who created these PowerPoints? What is hot profit? Oh my god. No, that'll just make me question the sanity of all the employees. Oh, thank you. I'm unique. I'm unique. Very hilarious. Continue. I want to see this PowerPoint. Yeah, I realize I can't jump. Well, barely any information's good. No, we're sure something. I don't seem to like my boss. They don't seem very chill. Wait, so I can start a fight with myself? Okay. Pollution. That's nice. Ooh, I don't want spring break to end. No! Okay, I'm back to the beginning. The broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
There's always something in the broom closet.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Excuse you. Besides the fact that the light is loud.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is,
Give me something.
he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Then give me something. You seem to be the narrator here.
Are you
Give me something.
really still in the broom closet?
Of course I am.
Standing around doing nothing? Why?
Because it's a nice
Please
room.
offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I like this.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
That's what you
I
think.
never would have thought to mention it.
That's what you think. It's a nice place to chill.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite."
Yes.
I hope your friends find this concerning.
Maybe find anything I do concerning. I'm a person to be concerned about.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He
uncalled
probably only got
for.
the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he was. That or with drug money.
Drug
Also,
money?
Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What the fuck? Heck no. Man.
Well, I've come
I'm
to a very
concerned.
definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Yep.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here,
No.
when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Not let it decompose.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities.
Wow.
It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming,
Oh
so
my
that the
God.
irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
I don't
All
even
right.
play video
When
games.
you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Nah, I think I'm gonna stay here. So I'm addicted to drugs and hookers, so I think I'm just gonna chill here. It's befitting of someone in my position. Ooh, a wrench. Maybe I should just become a janitor. I wonder will that be more entertaining? Man, how I wish I could pick stuff up. I could just whack the narrator with this thing like "Pachoo, pachoo." I can't even jump. My kneecaps don't work like that. I got old man joints.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a
Invalids?
monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A
I'm the
fish?
monkey.
Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Yeah. Oh, stairs.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ominous red. Why is there paper just lying on the ground?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that.
Not
And in
my
such a
fault.
competitive economy, Why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
I am crazy.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
The fact I'm walking in a circle?
For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Yeah, I was a bit concerned about that.
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
That's not
and
the
for
question
that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Yeah, no
were
shit.
They simply repeating?
It's a circle.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
I've seen Supernatural.
At last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
I can't pinch myself.
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Whoa, seriously?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
What did me the first time?
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Not really.
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
It's a loop.
And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
So half
Now,
conscious?
hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
I figured.
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
Are you so sure?
Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was
Magic.
a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
It's not a dream.
So he
but
closed
okay.
his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
I'm married?
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Everything's not fine.
I am okay.
That's the biggest lie I've ever told myself. Yeah. Well, that's just great.
Stanley began screaming.
Oh.
Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
Oh, jeez.
And everything went black.
Well, that was very disturbing. Jeez.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Say what?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
I'm schizophrenic.
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane.
Oh my god.
I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
What if she's in the Matrix?
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Oh boy.
But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day.
Good luck.
The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Call the police! The ambulance, you dumb woman. Oh my god. Did this restart again? So I'm crazy.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Again?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Again.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room.
Goodbye.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Seriously? Damn, he's harsh. Ooh.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
You sure?
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
Wait,
Now,
what?
I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For who?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Huh?
She's been waiting.
Who?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
What the? Hello?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just
Sweetie?
pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Huh?
Who want to commit their life to you?
No one.
I'm trying to make a point
Jeez.
here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something.
What?
Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
That's disturbing.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh, so now I'm dead?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Oh, piss off,
Now he's
right?
pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home.
Nope.
Now he's coming back to work.
Ugh.
One might even feel sorry for him,
I feel
except
sorry
that
for
he's
myself.
chosen this life.
You know what? No. Since you're being so rude about it. Screw it.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown.
Yep.
Fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Because I never got off my ass. Why not?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Wait, what the?
First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
This wasn't there before.
The thought excited him terribly.
To spend time with the boys?
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby.
A baby?
And he called it the Stanley Parable.
What does parable even mean? To tell I have kids?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
To tell my wife I love her? Oh dear.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Well, that much is true, but geez, to go to sleep where?
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop.
We definitely are slowly dying.
Watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
It's not like I can actually leave. Oh my god, I have no shadow. I'm a vampire! Vampires don't have shadows, right? I'm bored.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
No, you're just boring.
How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must.
Why?
Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
Maybe
And I
this time?
tried again.
Please
and
die.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
What the? Hello? Narrator, where'd you go?
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
That would be a relief if I could actually pay attention.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, why not? These are like Minecraft controls.
Yet there was
Interesting.
not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
The heck? Money crisp. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Even I can't even see myself out of a window. That's not good. A mirror. That's never a good sign. I'm a secretary. Doop a doop a doop. Doop a doop doop a doop. The beige pages. Yes, they certainly are. I am the most expensive boss. That's not a good thing to say.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Oh,
What
drinks.
he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
Oh, really?
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
This is very nicely furnished. It's interesting. Oh, I can't access the books. Why won't the piano
Stanley
keys
just
play?
sat around twiddling his thumbs.
I ain't twiddling.
Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Oh, briefcase, let me just... Well, let me open it. Come on, it's not like I have a good boss.
2845.
No security cameras. How did who has ceilings this high? I mean, seriously, is this a giant living here? This is completely unnecessary. Who can even reach? You don't even have a ladder. Do they just
Forgot,
smoking?
but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself.
Seriously?
And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-de-doo. Oh, I have this! Yeah, you don't touch the light, you burn yourself. Imagine if I could just touch it. It won't let me touch it. So I can't just fall off the edge. So dark. Oh, I've seen elevators like this in movies. Let's go. Like fighting ring elevators. Loading, loading. Why are you loading?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Why?
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Whoops. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me.
Yup.
Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office?
Wanna take
That's
pictures?
a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. exactly the way
Yep.
it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a
Except it's
decision
dark.
you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have.
Why,
An
thank you.
incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow.
Well, thank
I'm
you.
bolted to the edge of my seat.
Sounds sarcastic. My man, you sounded a bit sarcastic there. I don't think you actually mean it.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
Oh, don't worry, you'll learn at some point.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky
heck?
corridor, won't he?
Oh. What are the chances that I just fall through?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape. No, you know what? No.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Why does this remind me of Professor X's cerebrum?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Oh, I
Each
know
bore
this.
the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What number am I? Wait, what employee number am I? 427. Let's see. I doubt you have me. Holy hell, that was my room. I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Mind
Had
control?
Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Oh no.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Where am I even
Had he
going?
truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Most likely.
But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
How? Why are my footsteps so loud? Oh yeah, I'm walking on great.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
No.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Holy damn.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do.
Well, thank
but
you.
you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave.
Yeah, I don't follow
If you want
people's
to throw my
directions.
story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Huh?
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
Did I just
How
do
long
this?
until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star.
Oh, no.
It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
jeez.
Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you is quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
Oh, shoot.
My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Oh, no.
But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not?
Thank you.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley.
Oh, jeez.
That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces.
Why is it
Will you
shaking
cling
so much?
desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
Did I just get nuked? Yeah, I got nuked. Jeez, who would nuke an entire building? Is this in America? Oh, that makes sense.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Well, probably not.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping... Oh no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
This is where I put my drug money. So I will take my time.